Hello, my name's Alistair Hamilton and I'm the Programme Director for the MSc Environmental Protection and Management. I come from an applied ecology background, but I increasingly get involved with lots of interdisciplinary studies, and especially through the MSc course we get involved in lots of different areas of study. The programme itself consists of 6 taught courses plus your dissertation. You do 4 compulsory courses and then you choose 2 optional courses that you can then tailor the programme to suit yourself. The dissertation itself runs between April and August, and again, students choose their own dissertation.
I am Dr. Jennifer Carfrey. I am the Deputy Programme Director for Environmental Protection and Management Masters. My role or chief duty is to look after a group of students as a personal tutor, but I also engage with and arrange the overseas field study tour and a lot of the social activities that go on. The programme is very applied in nature. It's actually been designed that way. So across the modules that you'll be taking, you have a whole array of different opportunities to apply different skills, whether that be in the laboratory, in the computer labs, or actually in the field like we are today. So you might be participating in GIS exercises, undertaking some environmental modelling like hydromodelling, or actually doing something in the laboratory or in the field in terms of in-depth and detailed analysis, such as contaminated soils, as an example. So on top of that, we also take students out into industry, and you have a direct link then and an opportunity to have discussions with industry, with practitioners, with governmental bodies, so you can get a real feel for what it's like to work in that sector. In terms of study tours, there's actually a range of opportunities. So starting within the induction week, we take students typically up to Tyndrum in the west coast of Scotland, and we introduce them to some of the land use issues in the area. So that might be the lead mine, or a visit around one of the local farms to talk about upland management. That's really to get people orientated and welcome them to Scotland. We then have a range of opportunities over the year where we take students out on visits. So that might be to Edinburgh Zoo to consider conservation activities, or it might be to the Bass Rock to look at some of the bird colonies out there, such as the puffin species, which is quite cute. We also then culminate in this in an overseas study tour. And so traditionally we have gone to Morocco. It is a 1-week study tour, and the students have an opportunity to engage with the local community and do some social studies, look at things like atmospheric pollution, look at the impacts of sustainable tourism in the local area. So a whole range of different activities, including water pollution and flood modelling. COVID has impacted that over the last couple of years, and so this year we're actually going to a small island off the coast of Scotland, and we're going to do very similar activities there. So the students will be broken up into smaller groups, and each group will focus in on one of these project subject areas. It does vary depending on location, so it'll be exciting to see what we do this year.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I'm the Deputy Programme Director for Environmental Protection and Management. I'm a lecturer in socio-environmental systems, and my background is in marine ecology and in stakeholder engagement and citizen science. So here in SRUC, I teach participation, I teach professional research skills, and I teach interdisciplinary approaches to the environment. So I'm here to work with students on understanding how everyone can bring something to the table when it comes to solving environmental issues. So the dissertation is some of the students' absolute favourite part of the course, and that's because they get to study something really in depth that they're passionate about. The dissertation is worth about 30% of the course, and it goes from April to August of the year that you study here. Now, the topic can be absolutely anything that's relevant to the course. Some students have studied using insects as pet food, the impact of feral boar in the south of Scotland, or something that's relevant back to the country they come from. You can partner with anyone that's doing a topic they're interested in, whether that's government here, different organisations, or researchers in Edinburgh or across the rest of Scotland. A lot of people have gone on to study PhDs in that area, or get their work published, or in fact have their work used in policy moving forward. So actually it's a really exciting opportunity to do something that matters while you're here in your master's year.
Students on this course come from a very wide variety of backgrounds. A sizable number come from environmental type degrees. Quite a lot look to upskill their environmental skills and knowledge, and we also have a sizable minority who come from non-science backgrounds, for example law or international relations. Typically on the course, students come from between 12 and 14 different countries, and this diversity is a very key part of the course, Students get to exchange ideas and learn about different countries in the world, and also develop professional networks throughout the world. To join this course, students typically have a 2-1 degree, usually in some sort of science, but that isn't necessary if you've got some relevant work experience. In terms of careers, there is no set career path to this. Students go on to do a wide variety of things. That includes further studies such as PhDs, working for international NGOs, working for the government, but all jobs have some sort of environmental focus within them. SRUC is Scotland's rural college. We're an HEI in our own right, but we partner with other organisations such as the University of Edinburgh to award our degrees. The benefits you get from studying with the university with SRUC is that SRUC is very industry applied. So we tend to have much better contacts with industry, and we take students on very, very applied field trips. In terms of student support, all students have a programme director, such as myself. All students also have a personal tutor, who is someone that is there to provide academic advice, personal advice if need be. However, if a student needs any additional support, we can call on the resources of the University of Edinburgh, who can then support the student in lots of different ways.
So the programme here is amazing. It gives you an opportunity to study so many different things that intersect together around the environment. So whatever your interests are, you can probably find a course that will match it, and you can study it in more depth. The really nice thing about this programme as well is that it's a partnership between Edinburgh and SRUC have so many skills in applied ecology, environmental science, that you can do something that will really make a difference on the ground very early on.